Let's go. Wake up. Big choices I made. What have I done in this one? Cause I'm doing the hardcore mode. And let's see. I was trying to romance Oscar. I think I have missed the opportunity to romance literally anybody. I think I've missed the chance because I didn't flirt with everybody, or because early on you go meet people at the library and Oscar's there and you meet him for the first time and I accidentally skipped that interaction. So I think I'm just fucked. I think I'm just gonna die alone. Everybody hates me. What big decisions did I make? Saved Gretchen because I can speak with animals. I went and talked to Pastor Daniel for the first time. That was kind of cool. Oh, Rosalina made it out alive. The 2 girls are still buried down there. I did not give any of my life, and neither did Tabitha at the end of chapter 3. And Reese super murdered Dr. Kelly. I have been tabby maxing, but Dr. Kelly is super fucking dead. Though I got an achievement that was called like obedient or something, and it made me uncomfortable because Reese was like, stay here, I'll go take care of the doc. And I was like, it'd be interesting if I did just stay here. And so I just stayed down there, and he went and he murdered her. It was crazy. It was crazy. So that was interesting. That was a nice fun time. Hell yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be May in some days. Okay. Locked in. Locked. I'll have so much fun. Trust in now. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sending a message. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind resolidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. Because I heard piano music. Oh my god, it's my best friends! When it finally stops, you're startled by the sudden silence. Oh, and I met a goat last time too, because I tried to get the greenhouse back for Dustin and Dustin Mom. And that was so fucking fun. Human! Human, wake up! You slowly come to, roused by the voice of your small possum friend. You feel strangely cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy, your head still cloudy with sleep. Your vision comes into focus. See? Human not dead. Okay. No easy breakfast for Dustin and Dustin Mom. What? I have been so kind to you guys. You were gonna eat me? Do possums even eat people? Dustin stands on your chest, his beady black eyes staring down into yours. Dustin's mom is hovering a healthy distance away. I like that the tips of Dustin's ears are pink. You are not in your bedroom. Wait. I guess this is what happened last time, right? You wake up and you're not in your room and so you explore. I guess it is what happened. I don't remember. Yes? Okay. I just didn't specifically recall that occurring the last time, but... Did you two hear something just now? Like a piano? Dustin not know about piano. Could hear some weird bird, though. No need to worry about weird bird. Weird birds sound like it far away from here. Weird bird? Dustin, my wonderful little friend, I love waking up to your face. Traitorous marsupial. I love him. Yeah, I love him so much. Fling them off if you can't chat with them. Real. Human has been kind to Dustin. Dustin's so worried when Human got dragged away, so you came to find me? Dustin Mom also worried for Human. No Human went to visit asshole Squatter. Okay, someone just got home. It is okay. It okay that Glass House still belonged to Squatter. Asshole Squatter too powerful, even for Human. But it the thought that count. I thought that I was gonna be able to use my strength to like force the goat out, and I did, I guess, but then it just like went back inside. Dustin and Dustin Mom tried to help Human too, when the other one came to take you away, but scary Human not afraid of small creature like us. I can't remember, they said early at the beginning of the game. There was scary Human and sad Human? Maybe?
Dustin, watch over good human all night.
Oh, I'm good human. You stand, your legs wobbly, still wobbly with sleep. I know, because at first, Salami thought that they were talking about Tabitha and Perlan, but it's Wayne and Tabitha, but which one do they think is sad and which one do they think is scary? I would presume that Wayne is scary, but this may not be the case. Could be a little flip in reverse. You stand, your legs still wobbly with sleep, the odd tilt of the floor adding to your unsteadiness. So this is the Forbidden Wing. And Wayne dragged you here in your sleep, is what I think. Can you ever trust the safety of your bed again? He did tell me I should explore this today, and then he just dragged me out. How did I not wake up? Salami is a thick fucking sleeper. Heavy sleeper. And that's true. And she is an asshole. But I love her so much. I'm so glad I'm besties with her in this version. There are 2 doors out of the barren room. One is a normal doorway, leading into what you assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have once been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. Oh, I could call somebody. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it, besides the brass circle where a handle should be. You didn't bring a screwdriver into bed with you last night, and even if you did, you'd worry about damaging the ancient mechanism. Hopefully you can find either the handle or another way out deeper in the Forbidden Wing. Home on other side! Oh shit! Did I find that out this early last time? You push on the wall. It doesn't budge. You try messing with the metal contraption that stands in place of the door's handle, tugging and jiggling and pushing on it every which way, and still nothing. I just don't remember everything that happened last time, so I can't remember what's like... what happens when, what information happens when, and what I got because of like Kenai and stuff. Speak with Animals is great. Big fan. Okay, I guess I did find it here. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies behind the door. The marsupial is right. It's your room. Which means you'd be able to slip right back into the safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. You've always believed in working smarter, not harder. The estate is massive. There's gotta be a better way out of the Forbidden Wing than this. And maybe while you're looking, you'll catch a lucky break and stumble across the key. Can I call Tabitha? Ah, shit, I forgot about this. You groggily pat your legs before realizing that you're still in your evening attire. It would seem Wayne wasn't thoughtful enough to bring your phone from the nightstand, which is good because I would have called Tabitha. Or maybe he'd prefer if you saw what there was to see in this place alone. And I didn't see in chapter 3 with the ghost hunt, I did not see that crazy ass locked door. So that won't be familiar to me this time. Do either of you know how to get back to my room? Very easy. Holes everywhere in Dustin House. Just gotta squeeze between walls. Buddy, I'm not as small as you. Human too big to squeeze between walls, Dustin. Gotta find human size way. Thanks, friends. You cross the slanted room and exit into the hallway beyond. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nowhere else to run right now. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. You make your way to the large set of double doors in the middle of the hallway. You can hear the light click of claws on hardwood as Dustin's mom toddles along a safe distance behind you. I love them! It seems like some kind of entertainment room. The sort you'd expect out of fancy rich people who wanted to show off. It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that runs the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There is a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict the town. Something else catches your eye too. A bookshelf. Or rather, what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of this house. Dustin almost never come in here. All open space, too scary.
but room behind wall is good hiding place. Dustin hide there sometimes.
As he references this room behind wall, Dustin stares at the broken down bookshelf that has already caught your eye. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic, still called a hospital at the time of this painting. The church. And then there's somewhere you've yet to see. The historical Callaway Tremaine homesteads. Oh, but we will. Hello, Ace. 30 stream streak. Not too shabby. Very good, actually, some would say. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, "In commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten."
Dustin no get. Always making mark on old cloth. Does not know that cloth for eating.
So true. Delicious, delicious cloth. You test each step as you make your way across the room, especially careful as you cross over to the ruined section of floor in front of the bookshelf. You can hear Dustin's mom hurrying behind you.
We go to dark room now? Good. Big open space bad. Vulnerable to attack.
The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. A blood-like glow, you say? The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room.
Good place to take nap.
I just love all the random shit that's in this fucking place. I kind of want a room that's like this. A hidden office where you keep all of these really cool, like, hidden trinkets and, like, ancient artifacts. Like, that's cool. I don't know if I would ever feel comfortable keeping, like, ancient memorabilia, cool stuff to myself, because I would feel like it should go to a museum of some kind so more people could see it, but also, it'd be pretty fucking cool. The top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter-writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener and a wax stamping kit emblazoned with the initials ES. You can't help but notice the wax has been nibbled.
Red stuff stick to dust and teeth. Tastes good, though.
Underneath, you find a pile of crumbling financial documents. Scrawled in a neat cursive, in every spot that needed a signature is the name Enoch Scarlet. This must be his desk, meaning this must also be his study. It stands to reason. And at the very bottom of the drawer, you're surprised to find a face you recognize staring back up at you. An antique photograph of a young man, his blonde hair nearly white against the dark sepia background. It's Teddy. He looks almost exactly the same as he did in your vision. Almost. There's a carefree look in his eye that seemed to have faded by the time he found his way to that hospital bed. Ooh, oh shit! I can use either one? As you search for anything more notable among the contents of the drawer, you notice something peculiar. An irregularity in the molding along the top edge of the desk, almost as if it had been removed and replaced at some point. You slip a hand into the drawer, feeling along what would usually be the solid oak of the top of the desk. But the space is clearly hollow. Scarlet hollow? Your fingers making light knocking sounds as they fumble against the wood. Fortunately, it's a very simple lock, and you have years of experience. In moments, the secret drawer slides open, revealing its treasures. It's a bundle of notes. Oh shit! Okay, prosperity, dominion, vitality. What does this say? Working on links in the chains of productivity. One entity separate from the fruit of labor, diligent and something. Element fire, hand of law, 3 dogs, 3 heads of Cerberus, judgment at the gates, stubborn adherence, goat, the goat. All the seals, OMG. Ew, clanker. Get it out, get it out. Okay, we're good. The hand without the head. Old and new together, joined at crossroads. Blessings of Janus and Hermes, I'm assuming that says, which is two different pantheons, I think. So that's interesting. Dustin, your head is blocking it. Never grows from... No, new grows from old. Does this say weird? No, it says wind. Okay, I was like, this one's just weird. Rod of something, cycle, something unending, wound. Scrawled on the first page is a design you find familiar. It's the stone from that pit in the mines. Its many-armed design scratched into the paper by an untrained hand. There are other drawings here, some of which you find just as familiar. The goat head carving from what was once the town hall, and the circle of figures from the clinic. You know what I just thought about? Avery is supposed to throw a party. And in my last run, Avery ain't gonna be throwing no parties. There are notes scrawled in the margins around the designs, most either illegible or written in some language you don't understand, though a few words stand out. Prosperity next to the stone from the mines, dominion paired with the stone from town hall, vitality with the clinic. Okay. Prosperity in the mines would make sense because you want the mines to be prosperous. You want there to be a lot of things you can pull from, especially if you're the one who owns the mines. Dominion when it comes to town hall makes sense because now homeboy Charlie or whatever the fuck has dominion over that, and the thing was down. Yep. And then vitality with the clinic makes sense because it was a hospital. Duh. A fucking hospital. And I guess also town hall just in general, you would want dominion to be there because that's like where leadership is. Bounty. Lamb or cherub, something fruit, seed, wheat, growth, crown, does that say? Yeah, crowns of flies, because it's got a fly. Cycle of birth and death, spirit. Okay, wait. So bounty, because it's talking about lamb or cherub, makes me think that maybe the church is where that is, but I don't think I felt it while I was there, did I? Gateways, door guardians, dog and horse, coins for Charon. Okay. And then throne. Fuck. Throne would make sense for the house. Right? Because that's like the living spot of the Scarlets and stuff, so it's like the Scarlet's throne would be in the estate. Spirit. Is there a cemetery? The remaining captions seem to read Spirit, Bounty, and Throne, all attached to designs you don't recognize.
If human helped Dustin hunt treasure, Dustin would be biggest guy of all.
Aww.
Biggest target. Better Dustin be small, but not too small.
The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Inside, you find a strange collection of glass vials. Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can make out what seems to be paper, preserved somehow inside the containers, a hint of writing visible at the edges. You notice some of the corks have been lightly chewed.
Pretty good for eating. Dustin always save these for special occasion. Tastes like old pond, fine vintage.
Goofy ass. You reach for one of them, twisting the cork. It unseals with a pop, releasing a smell like an old pond, like decaying leaves and damp earth. You tug at the corner of the slip of paper, and it unfurls, the writing across its surface as crisp and clear as if it had just been written. To Miss Maeve, I know it has been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep more than you probably would have liked. I write you now with the utmost... But the paper dissolves before you can finish reading it, as if it finally realized that it had been submerged all these years, turning to useless pulp between your fingers.
New place to get tasty wets.
Nope.
Nothing Dustin Mom liked to see more than Dustin live in comfort. But Dustin better not let comfort make him soft. This how Dustin brother die.
Oh no, the lore. It's unlikely you'll have the chance to return here, and the vials are too delicate to carry with you. Keep reading. There's a part of me that almost feels like maybe in the next run I'll leave them behind. You open another. Miss Verena, trouble with tea. Your presence requested it. And another. Verena, know what you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge. Thought we both... Again, it dissolves. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maeve, and some to a Verena. All are signed E.S. You assume these have to be from Enoch. Many seem unimportant, just listing a time and place. You assume meetings between Enoch and whoever this Verena may have been. Before you know it, the drawer is empty, the floor around you scattered with drained vials, the air stinking of wet rot. You step away from the desk. I just feel like I want to look at more stuff, you know? There's so much stuff. Maybe when I'm a mystic I can. You head down the eerie corridor, following the path laid out in the dust.
No, Dustin not go there. Dustin come back.
You turn to face Dustin's mom, who stands a little ways down the corridor from you, her posture tense.
But Dustin is helping. Nothing bad will happen to Dustin with big strong human around. Dustin mom say no. Don't care how strong human is. Only Dustin mom know what is best for Dustin.
Oh, Dustin looks up at you with his large black wet eyes.
Human will have to go on without Dustin.
No, I love you. He clambers down from his place on your shoulder, gripping your clothes with his little clawed hands. He's so fucking cute. Holy.
Hope human can find human-size hole. We go back to Dustin house now. Human should be careful. Up there always smell like hurting.
You can smell that? Oh, and with that final word of caution, Dustin and Dustin's mom toddle away, disappearing into some crevice that will take them back to the comfort of your dresser drawers. So cute! I should have known that they were going to have to ditch me at some point. It was nice to have them there as guides for a little bit, though. You continue following the tracks left by what you assume to be your fellow humans. They take you up a flight of stairs, and you find yourself on the 3rd floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the farthest door. The boxes slide easily out of the way. It's almost like they were placed there to make the room less conspicuous rather than as any kind of actual barrier. You push past them into the room beyond. The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made, its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its 4-poster frame. You step toward the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. As you sift through paper, it quickly becomes clear to you whose room this is. There are stacks of bills in Edwardine's name, filling nearly every drawer, and even once you manage to get past the layers of envelopes and trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts. It seems she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold on to any scrap of paper that might possibly be important. But when you reach the bottom drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some opened, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Pearland treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I made sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty, and they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put your ear up to them too. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash too, so you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearland to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. I don't want this to get me like it did last time. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I've made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. Bro, what the fuck? Get out of here, you fucking clinker. That one was restricted, so only I could see that. But it's still rare for that shit to happen twice in one stream. You pull out another, from closer to the top of the pile. Way to kill the mood, you fucking clinker. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So, the big 2-0. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make like you're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. She's kind of an asshole. I like to think we'd get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up, just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. God, it's so fucking sad. I love you, and I always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. God. I'm not gonna cry, but I'm gonna get close. It gets me. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened envelopes, dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid. All from him. You pocket a few of the cards. You make your way to the closet. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. You can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. You can imagine Pearl Ann sifting through Edwardine's old trunks of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes is a box, shoved off to one side. You pick it up. Child-sized overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing. When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box in a protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age, brother.
Mommy, I'm in here too, and I love you.
Your hands tremble, the note somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty even as it sits behind a layer of plastic. You drop it back into the box, once again covering it with the clothes, shoving it back into the recesses of this forgotten closet where it belongs. Finished with the tucked away room, you return to the hallway. This is my favorite one. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There is nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees, the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. At least for now. This space was clearly once a nursery, though no child has been in here for a long, long time. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books, Dick and Jane, books of nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm's fairy tales. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. That's the understatement of the fucking century, dude. You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near-crumbling pages.
Reasons Mommy should take me and Mary Belle to the zoo. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2, Mary Belle says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3, I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time.
All are signed with a carefully scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlet. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by, but something near the back of the book gives you pause. In a section that starts with the prompt, "Today I," Alexandra continues with, "talked to the boy in the wall." Spooky ooky! You make your way back to the hallway. You continue following the trail of footprints, approaching the farthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. Someone left it open. For you. Ba ba ba. The room is starkly empty, save for a rug and a few candelabras. Oh, am I not gonna be able to see the freak shit that's behind the fucking curtain since I don't have keen eye? The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques mark it as distinct from the rest of the cluttered, forgotten spaces you've explored. And I don't get to see the shit that's underneath the fucking carpet either. Damn. You continue forward towards the door on the far side of the room. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back down to the lower floors. But there is also another door. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmering in the weak morning light. Weak morning light, you say? I'm just gonna change the lighting all the time from now on. The doorframe itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond, time and time again. You step forward. This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed in with the nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window, set high in the far wall, is fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandra. Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters, dug as deep into the brick as this cell's prisoners could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. And then, one final detail grabs you. A metallic glint from the filthy, bare mattress. A doorknob. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? As you take it, a sound wraps around you. Music. The tinkling of piano keys, played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. It's the theme, it's the main theme. I love it. You've come this far. Clearly, you're meant to go just a little further. The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once a servant's quarters, a network of cramped passageways hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist, and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet estate, the echoing piano your only company. Soon enough, you see light again, the sun creeping in through the edges of a nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. You found your way to the first floor, which means you must be close to the ballroom from the first day. But you've yet to confront your guide. The musician plays on as you move cautiously through the dark, the slope now so dramatic it feels like walking downhill, jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out like splintered trees. The flow of notes finally stops as you reach an open doorway to the music room. Wayne stands from the bench of a battered grand piano, turning to face you. So now you've seen it, Salami. He makes his way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smell from the wound that is his body. I hope you enjoyed the show. He stops just a few paces away. And I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. If you aren't careful, and you put your faith in the wrong people, things could go very, very wrong for you. I'm attacking him every single motherfucking time. Wayne effortlessly grabs your arm as you swing at him, pinning it against the wall. Rot floods your nostrils, and for a moment, you find yourself unable to struggle against his overwhelming strain. So, he's got me held here, and I just like, mwah. No, I have to attack him. It's the only way. I've grown fond of your outbursts, Salami. OMG, you have? But there is something that needs to be said before I let you go. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Bind her, pry them from her hands, and then everything should start falling into place. You have no idea who he could be talking about. Yes, I do. Unless you're already starting to forget about her. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physical, easily manipulated. But something being missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. Damn it! I didn't even get to actually punch him again. Fucking A. But before you have the chance to respond, he's gone, slipping back into the shadows. I was kind of hoping for a double reveal, like a second reveal of like I took the veil off of him again, but I actually got to see his face this time, but it didn't work. Nothing left for you to do here but leave. Bitch. You make your way back to where you woke up and slot in the handle into the secret door on the wall. It twists and the door pulls back, and you stumble through your closet and back into your bedroom. So he moved all this shit out of the closet, picked me up, carried me in there, put me down, closed the door, pulled the handle away, and I didn't wake the fuck up? What drugs am I on? What medication did I take last night? That's more than melatonin, baby. Hello, Ben. You lean against your doorframe, relieved at once again having sturdy, unsloped ground beneath your feet and moderately clean air to breathe. I just don't think Wayne could have taken me without me knowing. I'm so strong and street smart. The estate has gotten to you. After the events of the morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. Rogalinda chat. This is true. I have been violently attacking Wayne every single time I come across him, if I can, basically. There maybe was one time I didn't. Maybe. You leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside, the morning's revelation seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. But see, I did that in the first run, so I had to be aggro against Wayne this time. The cell, the doll, Enoch's occult sanctuary, the boy in the wall, and his outfits in Edward's closet. Is it possible your cousin has known about all of this? How Delulu do I want to be? I'm gonna go here. That is true. Everything you saw in the Forbidden Wing was from before Tabitha's time. No, that's not entirely correct. The letters from Tabitha's father certainly weren't ancient, but their presence at least partially exonerates her. At the very least, she probably hasn't dug through Edward's drawers. Still, the events of this morning aren't the sort of thing you can casually move to the back of your mind. You have to do something. You're not going anywhere without doing more research. You might not have the library anymore, but Oscar said he was still going to do his best to piece things together. You're going to the old Maxwell place before you do anything else. This music is so fucking loud. I gotta turn it down. But you don't have to travel all the way to the old Maxwell place to see Oscar. You find him standing stock still in the middle of Main Street, staring up at the now condemned library, his former home and work. Did I do this last time? I ran into Reese last time, but I can't remember. His focus is so complete that he barely notices as you walk up to greet him, though your footsteps echo loudly between the rows of empty storefronts. This is the look of a man determined to do something. Oh, Salami. Oscar, you're not thinking of going in there, are you? Haha, we both know that would be horribly dangerous. Irresponsible. Though, What if I was? Oscar lets the question hang in the air. His gaze is still fixed on the building as it looms over the both of you, his polite grin fading the longer his eyes linger. And low-key schizo. Do you ever wonder why you came to this town, Salami? The real reason, I mean. Because I think it's more than just the funeral. Did, when you met him here, had Rosalina lost her foot? I wanted to meet my family. Family doesn't always mean you share blood, you know. It's the people you care about. The people who support you. Ah, found family. I'll support you, Oscar. Let me flirt with you. You never knew Pearl Scarlet. She certainly didn't support you. So why come to pay your respects? For Tabitha, a woman who seems to hold nothing but disdain for you. It doesn't seem to me like she really wants you around. Yet here you are anyway. We've become besties. Shut up. I'm supposed to be romancing Oscar, and I think I fucked it up, but I don't think I can flirt with anybody ever. They all hate me forever. I don't have an actual reason to be here either. It was family for a while. Then the library. It's her leg. He low-key tries to leave that fucker. That's crazy. Honestly, real. That's real. But it was all just treading water. Passing the years until Rosa was ready to leave. Yeah, it is a horror game, and the twink I romanced last time turned into a fucking gargoyle. What do you want from me, Ben? Maybe I made a difference in some kids' lives along the way. Maybe I didn't. I kept telling Kanika to leave town in this run. Like, you don't want to be here, so go. It's easy to say your life has purpose if you pretend it does. But it's hard to keep pretending when the place you poured all that purpose into disappears overnight. And for what? Some residual, stale anger directed at people who did nothing to deserve it? Oh, for sure. Dr. Kelly's super dead. I believe in fate, Salami. I can't bring myself to accept that what's happened to us is just the product of chance. But that begs the question, what is Scarlet Hollow? Okay. Why are you suddenly waxing all poetic, Oscar? Jesus Christ, get over it. It's just a town. Wait, when could I have called Tabitha that I didn't? Was there an option and I just missed it? I've done pretty good about making sure that Tabitha's involved in things. Let's see. Well, shit. I didn't realize I could have involved her. Should have done that. Oh well. I must have just missed that. I'm gonna tell him everything. Shut the fuck up, Ben. Incorrect information. Now the small town has no doctor. I know how to put band-aids on. Look, Oscar. There's more going on right now than just losing the library. You explain what you've just uncovered in the estate. Your family's secrets. The cell. But when you finish, Oscar seems surprisingly unmoved. Maybe Scarlet Hollow is a test. One that doesn't like people running away from it. I ran away. And from that moment forward, this town has done everything it can to try and ruin my life. Vivian ran away. And from what I hear, her life wasn't exactly easy. And now it's dragged you back here too, for your own trial. Well, I'm not going to fail its test. Not this time. Wait, what? If you're going in there, I'm going with you. No. No. You don't understand. This is something I have to do on my own. I've leaned on other people too many times, letting them act for me. Not anymore. This is my test, Salami. You're supposed to be in love with me. I want to be able to help you. It certainly sounds like this town is asking more of you than it is of me. But I can't. Not yet. I can't fix your problems until I fix my own. There's no library we can use for resources. Not that there are any to speak of. I have no home. But after tonight, everything is going to be put back the way it's supposed to be. Speak with Oscar after he's chosen. It said like, I got an achievement. It said like, speak with Oscar after he's made a dangerous choice or something. So that's great. With that, he wanders away, still fixated on the library's exterior. Whatever Oscar is planning to do, it sounds like his mind is made up, leaving you once again without safe harbor. Fuck me. Fuck my stupid buck life. I'm just a fat fucking chud. But where could you possibly turn to next? Me when I try to romance someone and I accidentally get him to like kill himself instead? My bad. Oh, okay. He said, I would rather go into town hall and get obliterated than date you. Oh. I can go talk to Tabitha. It's happened to me so many times. Don't even worry about it. Trauma. Tabitha. She needs to know what's been hidden away in her home. Your cousin needs to know what's been hidden away in her home. If you keep the events and discoveries of this morning hidden from her, the two of you will never be able to resolve the dark secrets that linger in the shadows of your shared history. By the time you notice where your legs are taking you, you're already en route to the Scarlet Mines. You stumble down the road, your panicked thoughts directing themselves like a pointed arrow towards your destination. Things will make sense again, just as soon as you get where you're going. There are no picketers outside the mine today. The only sound is the constant low industrial clanking of unending productivity. The only sign of life, the slow-moving machinery beyond the rickety chain-link fence. The only sign of slow-moving machinery. Okay. That sentence didn't make sense in my head for a second, but then it did. My Prime sub is dorked up. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I did say thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I had to pace? Damn. Oh, now we've got a hype train. That's great. That's great. This is true. 9 months out of 10, I think. So pretty good. Hype train. Okay. The Scarlet Hollow Mines are ticking along, as they always have. We got a real fan up in here. I am still to this day a loyal Starring Saturn subscriber, I will say. There is nothing here to stop you from seeing your cousin. Guys, I kind of feel bad that I stopped the strike. Like, I kind of feel bad that I, like, shut it down. It's fine. It's fine. Here you are, outside of your cousin's office. The only thing left to do is go inside. Also, Ben, didn't you have that Twitch thing where you don't see any ads? I thought... Knock, knock! We're gonna knock first. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. Yeah, but I thought that meant that you don't see any ads for anybody. Did. Okay, there we go. That's it. Yeah. You wait for a moment. What is it now? Come in. You enter your cousin's office to find her seated at her desk. Shotgun in hand, eyeing its mechanisms with focused intent. Shotgun in hand? You have no idea how much she knows about what you found in the Forbidden Wing. but you're ready to give her the benefit of the doubt. That's fair, though. Subscriptions are appreciated. Bet you're glad you didn't have to wander through a crowd of angry miners to get here. You have me to thank for expertly diffusing the situation and getting everybody back to work. Yeah, I will say first and second place are pretty fucking far away. The competition. I appreciate even the consideration. To be fair, I don't think that anybody is close to taking third from you, so that's good. You're locked in. Except, of course, the people who started the whole mess. They can go cause trouble at some other mine. Probably all spies from some union anyway. So, what made you decide to come bother me today? You don't have to tell her everything. Maybe it's best to keep the details of what you know and what you've seen private. Oh, Chris has went away? Really? Wow. Damn, I did not know that. Okay. But it's weird if you just send me $5. That's weird. I know that I shouldn't tell her everything, but also, what if I did? Start crying. She has a shotgun. I'm a little worried about that, I won't lie. Ah, fuck, should I do the street smart thing? But Tabitha's my good friend. Why would I hide stuff from her? Shit, I don't know which one I want to choose. She looks so angry right now. Hot damn. I feel like I just want the... But, okay, but maybe keeping some of the details from her preserves the friendship, you know? I've been doing some research on our family. There's some things we need to talk about. She looks so dead inside. Okay, what do you want to talk about? Well, shit. Congratulations, Socks521. Welcome to the party? Like a D&D party? I don't know what my thing is. I gotta figure that out someday. Oh, so I can just tell her about everything. I don't know what the Slog fandom is known as. I don't know. I am unsure. What's most unfortunate, Roggle, is I don't think that got me to the next level. But thank you regardless. Welcome to the alcoholics. Me, someone who doesn't drink. Crazy. Oh, all my cold water is gone. Now I just have normal, boring, lukewarm water. Oh, I feel all over the place today. My non-existent ADHD is... Why? Oh. Well, thanks, Ben. Damn. Me. My friends are here and they're supporting me play games. Sad. I mean, happy sad. Emotional. That's the word I'm looking for. Sigma Sawayama. Welcome to the alcoholics. I don't know what okay, wait, what do I want to tell her? What do I want to tell Tabitha, guys? This is important. This is serious. This is very, very serious. I have to talk to her about the cell. I just fucking have to. Because that's crazy. I want to talk about all of this shit, actually. I found these letters from your dad stashed away in a drawer. My dad? But why would he... No, you're wrong. He's never sent me anything. He's not that kind of person. talk about the goat. Number one priority. Okay. Ooh, clearly there are some family secrets that were kept even from you is good. Ooh, there are a lot more 2 years worth. Fuck, all of these are banging. The goat and me. No. Guys, in the last chapter, there was a moment, because my character is named Salami, there was a moment where Pixel is in trouble, and then, like, the dog brigade comes and, like, rips apart the thing, and we were talking, anyway, and the dogs were good friends with me, and Kanika was like, oh shit, I can't remember the exact wording, but Kanika was like, wow, apparently every dog just loves salami, huh? And I thought it was so fucking funny because my name was Salami, and I was like, yeah, the dogs do love salami. Oh, it was great. She will shut you down if you ask certain things before other things. Uh-oh. It might be too late. There are a lot more, too. Years worth. You slide the cards you took from Edwardine's room across Tabitha's desk. He wanted me to visit? There's a glimmer in Tabitha's eye. Just for a second. But she blinks it away, anger flooding back in. This doesn't mean anything. Perlan knew him better than I ever did, and she never had a good word to say about him, not one. Shitty people don't do that. A bad father would have, like, if he was, like, trying to get something or whatever, he would have sent, like, a couple cards, maybe, and then once you stopped responding, he wouldn't do that shit anymore. But he still does it, Tabitha. He still messages you. He still sends you cards. It's easy to send letters once a year. It's easy to write little notes and stupid kitschy cards to someone you don't know, pretending it's someone you care about. Tabitha, no! But he didn't come back, did he? Well, yeah, but why would he? This place sucks. Perlan was protecting me. She knew what he was really like. I think this is denial final boss. What if she didn't know better? What if he's still out there? What if he wants to see you? We could find him after the funeral. Why? Why are you doing this? I haven't thought about him in so long. I was over it. Do you even know how bad it used to be? Seeing other kids with their parents and knowing one of mine decided he didn't love me enough to stick around? Anyway, is that why you came here? To show me this and see if I'd cry? Is that it? No? I wasn't trying to make you cry. We've been best. We were eating ice cream together last night, Tabitha. Fuck. God. What are you gonna do with that goat in the greenhouse? I feel like bringing up Perlan is a bad idea. You want me to ask about the goat? What are you going to do with that goat in the greenhouse? God, you're nosy. So what? I'm not allowed to have a pet? What makes you think I'm going to do anything with it? She looks insane right now. The only thing I have planned for the goat is getting it to finally clear out that damn garden. A goat is a lot cheaper than a landscaper. It's on a special diet for the time being. Vet's orders. So don't go giving it anything weird, okay? I don't want it dying on me. Aren't they like used for satanic rituals? Oh yeah, if it's a pet, what's its name? Oh, I want to ask this shit, but it's not salami. It's not salami. Okay. I found our family medical records yesterday. God, you're such a snoop. Oh, okay, so this is helping me out. Andrew Charles Scarlet was a stillbirth, and Grandma Eddie only had daughters after. Yet she had young boys' clothes in her closet, and a note. Mommy, I'm in here too, and I love you. Wait a minute. Where did you find that stuff? Did you go in the forbidden wing? The one that's forbidden? Do you want to fall through the floor and die and get tetanus? Jesus. And die and get tetanus. Jesus, I can't trust you alone for 2 seconds. Whatever. That's weird and freaky. But it's just old stuff of hers, and she's not around to defend herself and give us what I am sure is a perfectly reasonable explanation for, that. Honestly, she might have just gone crazy after the stillbirth. People do that, right? There. A reasonable explanation. The records say Teddy died in the mine collapse, but a vision showed me that he lived. And it's not like they even recovered a body. Another vision, huh? Almost none of the miners were recovered. They were buried under tons of rock. It just wasn't feasible. And people took advantage of that. There was a guy who briefly showed up, claiming to be Teddy, but he was a grifter. He got chased out shortly after. If your vision was showing you anything, it was that. It's a practiced lie. But a lie all the same. Fuck! Wait. No. Wait. No. Nah. 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 You know I have a mind to manage, right? How much more of my time do you plan on waste playing Nancy Drew? A lot of your time. I was thinking a thought, but the thought's wrong. Okay. What next? No thought. It doesn't even make any sense. I really want to talk about this, but I feel like that's gotta wait. Oh shit, I talked to Wayne after seeing things? I didn't even see this one. No, I know. I'm going further. This isn't just me trying to not shut down the conversation earlier. It's Salami trying to maintain the relationship with Cousin Tabitha, you know? You gotta play the part. We are homies, though. What happened? Oh, hi, John. Well, thank you. Me. Very kind. Yeah. I think 10 months is the max amount of time it could be. John's also on like a 50-something stream streak. Which is crazy. Anniversary. Let's see. Crazy. You've got to be almost at 60, because I think Sihan hit 60 today. So you've got to be close. Crazy. Fucking crazy. Unbelievable. I want to talk about the boy in the wall. 57? God damn. The boy in the... What? Is that a movie or something? I think Andrew Charles Scarlet wasn't a stillbirth. I think Edwardine hid him away and he's this boy in the walls Alexandra used to talk to. Roggle, I will kick you out of this stream so fucking fast. So fucking fast. Do you have any idea how crazy you sound right now? What boy in the walls? Where did you see this? Why are you acting like this is shared information? Okay, let me try to make sense of this. That is the most evil fucking smile I have ever seen. You're saying that some dead kid was hidden in the walls of the estate, and our also dead great-aunt Alexandra was talking to him. Through the walls. Salami, I'm afraid I do not care. All those people are dead and gone. What does it matter if great-aunt Alexandra was hearing voices? And even if there was a boy, what does it matter? He's dead at this point too. And anyone responsible for putting him there is dead. You're getting worked up about ghosts. We've dealt with that with enough of those this week, don't you think? A 2-stream streak. Yay! Hey, worth celebrating. You're busy as fuck, Roggle. 2 in a row is honestly, like, crazy. Don't, John. I will unmod and ban you. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'll go on a spree. Don't say those two numbers in consecutive order in my stream. Don't answer, Jamin. I want to talk about Alexandra Scarlet. Hey, don't I know it? John said 57 stream streak and is my mod and my good friend above all. But also, don't be putting those, keep those numbers out your mouth in my chat. Anti-LGBTQ. A victory for the straight community. Tabitha glances away. She's already putting up her guard before you've so much as asked a question. There's not going to be much to say. Grandma Eddie never talked much about her. Painful memories, I guess. And racist Lucky. Shut up. She disappeared. They never found her body. Do you think she might not have died back then? Like how old was she? 5? 6? Like a 6-year-old girl ran off on her own in the mountains and lived. But sure, yeah, let's say she ran away to join the circus. Why not? If she's still alive, she'd be in her 70s. And she's never come back. No, that's not it either. That doesn't go with logic either. Even if she wasn't dead, the person she was when she ran off died that day. And so did her connection to the Scarlets. She would just be some old lady. But she isn't, because she died. Rogwell, you're pushing it. You're pushing the limits. You're pushing my limits. We'll move on to a different subject. No, no, no! No, no! No! I didn't get to ask about the fucking... the prison cell! No! No! Tabitha, no! No, 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 no! You're talking around something, I know you are, and I'm out of patience. Oh, wait, maybe. Whatever it is, just say it. Say it to my face. Come on! Make an emotional appeal? Fuck! I feel like if I start crying, she's gonna be like, ew, get out of my sight. I want the emotional appeal to be like, hey, we're friends, and I care about you, and we're family. So, like, what was up with that freaky cell that was in there? Fuck! Damn it! Okay. What crimes? All she's doing is lying so far. Okay, yeah. Oh, fuck. You lied to me so many times I've lost count. Whatever you have planned for me, what if you just didn't do it? Oh my god. There's a third fucking restricted, but it's a bot. This is the third fucking bot that has popped up in my goddamn chat today. I think I have to go. I think I have to go for what if you just didn't do it. I think I have to do it. That's so good. Fuck. This conversation is so intense. I feel like everything is gonna lead to like wildly different results, which isn't true, but you know. Based on what I know from my playthroughs and also from things that people have said in my presence, I don't know exactly what she was planning on doing, but I do think a part of it is locking me in the cell, which is not great. Probably like sacrificing me to the town or something. There is a goat, and that thing did talk about satanic rituals, so she could be planning to sacrifice me to the town to preserve the Scarlet whatever, I don't know. Surely she is scheming on my demise. I just feel confident that she is. Why did she invite me here? She is not a kind, charitable person. Why the fuck did she invite me here for the funeral of an aunt who didn't give a fuck about me? Or whatever. Toxic Orienting revealed a bunch to me. Whatever you have planned for me, what if you just didn't do it? This isn't going anywhere. It doesn't matter what I say, and it doesn't matter what you think. The two of us are living in completely separate realities. We always have been. There is a long, heavy pause before Tabitha speaks again. You can almost see her chewing on her words, formulating what to say. I wish it didn't have to be that way. Her fingers fidget nervously around the weapon's safety. What if we pretended we never talked about any of this? Those stone carvings, like the one in the mine in the library, they're important, right? I know where to find another. We can go together. See what happens. I got an achievement. Worlds apart, reach an impasse with your cousin. Shit. I assumed that Toxic Yuri was the name of the achievement. You've known since day one, haven't you? And you made me feel crazy. Hey, I'm going back on it now. Better late than never. I deserve some credit for that. Come on, we're going. You leave your cousin's office together. Her usual tense posture has melted into furtive exhaustion, the look of a cornered animal at the end of a hunt, ready to strike out and defend herself with all she has. Does she still have the shotgun with her? You start towards her car, but you don't make it 2 steps before you're met by an unfortunately familiar face.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am?
What? What do you want?
So sorry to bother you, Miss Scarlet, but I was actually here to, well, you see, I'm here on police business regarding Salami.
Could you speed this up, please?
I'm here to apprehend the
Suspect. What? Oh, fuck off. The suspect. My cousin. My cousin. Officer, I assume you haven't somehow forgotten who I am in the last 2 seconds?
No, ma'am. Tabitha Scarlet, owner of the Scarlet Mines. Of course I know who you are, ma'am.
Then you must know it wouldn't be a very good idea to test my patience by threatening my last remaining family member with an arrest. Do you know that?
Affirmative, ma'am. But I don't serve the Scarlets. I serve this town. And being a Scarlet by blood doesn't protect anyone from the law.
Okay, so you're going to arrest my cousin anyway. On what charges exactly?
Well, you see, I received a call this morning that sent me over to the doctor's office. Fuck. And the mess I found there, it doesn't bear talking about. I'll tell you that much, because there's not much I can say when we don't have bodies to identify. Fuck. Fuck.
It's a lot of money you got, John. What are you gonna do with it?
But Joan Kelly is missing, and your cousin is the prime...
So you have no evidence.
I have plenty of...
The officer's radio crackles to life. I can't remember which one's which. Which one's Hugby? Is that the old guy?
Franklin, pick up already. We ain't got all day, boy.
I don't remember.
Sheriff, I'm actually just in the middle of a discussion with Miss Scarlet, trying to apprehend...
Your thug is trying to arrest my cousin on false charges. Kill the monster? Kill my hot twink boyfriend? Never.
Everybody quiet. I don't want to hear it. We've got a situation we need you for. Franklin, so get down to the farms pronto. Got ourselves a possible 187 brewing. Sorry.
Shit. I always get texts while I'm streaming, and this one was actually an important one. They're talking about a possible murder. No, fuck. Oh, but they're talking about the other one with the pumpkin. 10-4. How lucky, officer. Because let me tell you, if you laid a single hand on Salami's head, I would not have rested until I had your badge in my hand and your ass on the curb. We're still friends! It's a shame we're all headed to the same place. I have business up at the farms.
Miss Scarlet, this sounds like it might be a very serious situation. I don't think it's wise for any civilians to get involved.
Hugby is the old man? Damn. That was a different voice. Whatever. Franklin, quit pussyfooting around up there. I don't give a shit if somebody follows along. We need you here ASAP.
Fine. What the sheriff says goes. But bring your cousin. We'll finish this later.
The officer hurries back to his car, leaving you with your freedom preserved, at least for the time being. I hope me doing that means something to you. Well, if I'm arrested, you can't sacrifice me, can you, Tabitha? She says nothing else before walking to her car and motioning for you to follow. And you do, slipping into the passenger seat. The two of you ride in near silence, following the sirens all the way out to the farms on the edge of town. Tabitha, ever the cautious driver, loses Franklin almost as soon as he turns on the sirens. You can feel something. Your head swims, your ears ring. There's another stone nearby, its hold on you growing strong, trying to detach you from the solidity of the car's leather seat beneath you. A tingling at the back of your skull, an urgency, almost like a hand pressing you gently forward, with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like something crying out, and its calls will only stop once you've found it, and given it what it needs. But as you step into the fresh air, you find yourself having to dig in your heels to stop from taking another step forward, your teeth grinding restlessly as you try to ignore the invisible, eager thread tugging at your chest. God damn, that cop drives fast. Hey, are you okay? You're feeling that thing in there, aren't you? I feel it too. Just keep your cool, okay? No can do, Tabaroonie. Tabaroonie is fucking crazy. How are you keeping it together? I don't know. Maybe it's because I've lived here my entire life. I'm used to it.
Hey, you're Miss Scarlet, ain't you?
We're in the middle of something.
There's sort of the middle of something happening out here already.
Tabitha lets out a long sigh. Your head starts to get fuzzy while a large woman tells her story.
See, I called the cops on account of Beau went missing, and last I heard he said he wanted to go give Julius a piece of his mind. First, the sheriff went in alongside that white deputy, the one in the sunglasses.
So much unnecessary detail. Whatever happened to everyone else won't happen to you. They weren't wanted here. You are.
But then something happened, and there was a gunshot, and then this awful shrieking. Weren't like no creature I ever heard.
Shit.
That's when that other deputy, the black one, he ran in and the door shut behind him. Nobody's come out since.
So that's all the cops. The talking is just noise. Their words don't matter. There is a humming in your head, almost like a voice. One you can just barely make out. But you know it will be clearer the closer you get to the stone. You start wandering up towards the farmhouse at the top of the hill. Hey, Salami, slow down. It's dangerous in there, remember? The white deputy. But you continue forward. You barely even notice your hand slipping over the doorknob. Franklin did. Well, yeah, because Tabitha said, like, he drove so fast. And now you're inside. Got quiet. God, that's so bad every single time. Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room. An axe, attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling, is embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in an imitation of life. Holy shit. Tabitha wasn't here with me last time, so that's interesting. This old guy really is crazy, huh? Who the hell put something like that in their house? Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage, cracked open. Its guts strewn across the floor, seeds dotted across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement downstairs. No, leading to the basement stairs. All right, Derrickson. Until we're all out of here, it looks like you're the new sheriff. So what the hell did we walk into?
Hostage situation. Derrickson. Derrickson, who the hell are you talking to?
I can't remember what voice I gave Julius. Shut the fuck up or I'll shoot you again. Shit. We have to go down there, don't we? You both know that you do. Prevent Franklin's demise? I don't think he died the last playthrough I did. I think everybody survived the last playthrough I did. In this whole... I mean, obviously not Hugby. But everybody else, I think, survived. You're vaguely aware that Officer Derrickson is trying to stop you, but he's too nervous to take a step. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird, fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent under your touch, welcoming you down below. Sheriff. Who the hell? So, you tried to undermine me, witch. I should have known you'd try to find a way around the rules.
You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets any worse.
It's just unhappy. I didn't think something like that would be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a less broken body, it can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold a grudge.
It's not too late, Enoch. You can let Eddie have the baby, and your family can go back to normal, happy and unburdened. I'll clean everything up. It can be like nothing ever happened. I'll even leave town.
Manipulative hag. That's what you wanted all along, wasn't it? This whole ordeal was just an opportunity for you to have access to it. Well, I know better than to hand an ounce of power over to you, Verena. Hey. Everybody still alive? Tabitha coughs. I think I broke something. Yeah, me. Did you have to fall right into the gunshot wound? Enoch fucked everyone over. Even the witch. The witch? Sybil? She send you? She trick you into taking her side in all this? Guess I should have known I probably wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. But all that ends now. I'm in charge here, and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down. It's all good. Speak for yourself.
God, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, it's so disgusting. Your vision finally focuses, and your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man, Julius, holds a gun in silent threat. Franklin clutches at a nasty wound in his side, blood spilling out onto the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. And in the corner is Beau. Something is attached to him, the source of the awful noise. It stutters with pained inhalations. Beau is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. Yeah, thanks for describing it for me. You must have hit your head when you fell down the stairs. This can't be real. Beau is the largest man you've ever seen. How could this happen to him? He's so built. He's built like a brick shithouse. How could this have happened to him? What the hell is going on down there? Even as he yells down the stairs, his voice is faint, barely audible behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. Let's bring the Scarlets up to speed, Julius. They look a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch. I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself. Always wanted to raise a boy of my own. Yeah, I'm sure he would turn out so great. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. I know, Beau is so sweet. I saved him last time, at least. I don't know if that'll be the case this time, though. Only it obviously didn't quite go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready. And he came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. He is a relatively small man, yeah. Duke pretty small in comparison to Bo and the lady whose name I've already forgotten. He kept trying... Irma? He kept trying to get at me, so I had to hole up down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they've clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out. Until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and the two of them wound up down here with me. That about sums it up. I guess in the end it's only fair. A son for a son. It's just not fair. At all. And birth ain't ever pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned ways, all sunshine and roses. Just hope he winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. So freaky. So you blackmailed a witch for her magic beans so you could grow a boy? I'd watch what you fucking say to me. I'm not saying anything. I just wanted to make sure I understood your story. I don't give a shit about your story, Tremaine. None of that gives you a reason to shoot a cop. No, and that's the thing, is like, yeah, you don't really know much about Julius, just as a whole. Self-defense, castle doctrine. How did Bo lose a tussle against that thing? It must not have been playing fair. Can't say. Not sure what happened up there. But I'd argue God wasn't being fair when he handed that boy the shoulders of a pro football player, when his daddy's about the size of a teacup poodle. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Whatever it is, my boy is going for him. All it did was put the two of them on even footing. Sounds fair enough to me. She's like, I didn't say anything. Relax, Jesus. I thought you were chill. Why the hell are you helping this guy? Hey, don't you go after the kid. You don't know the first thing about... It's okay, Julius. I get why he's asking. I'm helping Julius because he needed help. He thought my plant expertise might come in handy with all these root things, so he called me. But so far, I don't feel like my plant tricks I don't feel like my plant tricks haven't been that useful. There's no getting these roots out of Bo without causing serious damage, especially now that the baby is freaked out. It's like clamping down harder. You're doing what you can, kid. Never should have called you up here. You didn't have to see all this. Nobody did. None of this has anything to do with me. I shouldn't be here. Damn right you shouldn't be here. I don't want any of you people here. The only one I called is the kid. And that was just because the Calloway boy decided to make problems for me and barge in when he wasn't welcome. And that's his own damn fault. Grammar mistake. If he hadn't gone and gotten himself all tangled with my boy, nobody ever had to know what was going on up here. I could have just kept on with my private life, staying private, the way I like it. Salami, maybe you should just close your eyes until it's over. This was my situation to fix. You shouldn't have to see any of this. And why is Deputy Franklin shot? All I did was walk in. You can't just walk into a man's house and expect to have the run of the place. You were getting ready to pull out your gun. I was defending myself. You were gonna pull out your gun because I already had my gun out and was pointing it at you. And that's fucked up, so I shot you. Oh. Hashtag alpha tester. Honestly real. Okay.
You need to let Bo go. There's no letting him go anymore. Listen, clearly you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair?
The conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan.
So what? We're just supposed to... There's another one. We're just supposed to just wait until the Calloway kid dies? That's exactly right. My kid gets born and we all forget this ever happened. Ooh, what do I want to do? Shit.
I think last time I went with the witch because Wayne had been like, don't trust the witch or whatever.
We need to get Franklin to a doctor. He can wait a little bit. He ain't bleeding that bad. It feels pretty bad, Tremaine. You really want... He coughs, wincing. You want 2 dead cops on your conscience? 2's not that different from 1. Not like any of you ever did me no favors anyway. Oh shit. Dr. Kelly died last night. Even if Bo survives this, I don't think we can get him the help he needs on time. She's dead? How?
How?
Something happened. Blood everywhere. Saw it this morning. That just makes this even easier then. The Calloway kid is dying no matter what.
Fuck. How do you know it'll stop with Bo? It sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again?
I don't appreciate you trying to pick all this apart. Just sit there and stay quiet and we won't have trouble. Got it?
It's definitely gonna eat you.
It won't get the chance to go after Julius. I'll be taking you in. Not if you hurry up and die.
Bo squirms with discomfort. The baby seems to be digging deeper. Is there really no way we could separate him from Bo? Maybe if we offered him something better.
This ain't a debate. Shut up or I'll shut your mouth for you. I don't know, Julius. I still think there's something we're missing. And if Salami thinks so too, maybe it's worth talking about again. That's why I'm here in the first place, right? To come up with some other solution. And you and I already decided this was best. That discussion was had and done with before anybody else even showed up.
What makes you think that Sybil is the witch? She's just helpful. Did the witch tell you how to take care of this thing once it's done?
It's meant to be a kid when it's done. Other people seem to figure out how to raise those all the time. Don't need her giving me parenting tips. Most babies don't eat people to live. This doesn't seem that unusual to me, actually. Isn't this kind of what babies do to their mothers? It's not like they're eating takeout in there for 9 months, you know? Exactly. What the kid said.
Yeah, the inside of a pregnant lady looks just like that. You two aren't crazy at all.
Okay, a few less roots attached, sure. But other than that, not far off.
This is disgusting. Bo twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises as the thing takes more of him. Fuck! We're out of time! What exactly did you catch her doing that made her make a deal with you?
Look, I'm a man of my word. She told me I'd get what I wanted, and I told her she would get my silence. I'll stand by that. But that being said, perhaps it had something to do with that husband of hers, and whatever it was he was sick with. Husband? She's married? But she's so young.
Young? Do you need glasses or something? That woman's a goddamn crone if I've ever seen one.
And it ain't like she's married now anyway. He's been dead for some time, on account of the illness.
You said you know how to get in contact with the witch.
That I do. This all sounds ridiculous to say out loud, but you know about her, so you'd better believe me. I'd use this faucet here, fill up a Pepsi bottle or whatever I got on hand, put a little note in there, and she'd make her answer known.
Wait! Whoa! Wait! The little things! The little vials of stuff in the drawer! That's what he was doing to communicate with her. You just put it in the thing, and then she knows about it.
It's fed by natural spring water. That's her preferred method of communication. Like her internet, I suppose. But as you can see, it is currently out of order. I tried earlier, but my boy's got his, meat all in there.
Never say that again. We won't be getting a drop out of it till he's calmed down. I'm a knower. For sure. But I hated him saying this. Hate that. Life is unfair to you, so you what? Kill a man over it?
I'm not killing anybody. I'm just standing here. It's not like I did a single thing to Bo. He trespassed on my property. Everybody knows not to do that. What happened to him is his problem. And what about me? You shot me. Save your breath, asshole, and maybe you won't die so quick.
So, someone accidentally seeing something he shouldn't have seen means he should die then. Is that right?
This ain't my fault.
Yeah, you keep saying that. The thing under Bo's skin shifts. Things under Bo's skin shift, writhing in an imitation of clenching muscle. Oh, it's so bad and getting so much worse. Have you thought about what happens after this, Julius? The sheriff's dead.
I should have disarmed that trap. I knew it. I just didn't think anybody else would be coming. Don't blame yourself, kid. The sheriff knew better. That's why none of these boys ever come around here. They know they've met their match. And to answer that thinly veiled threat of yours, I can't say I give much of a shit. Right now, in this moment, I'm here. And my boy is here. And we've got our happy little family. You're gonna be tried for murder, Tremaine.
But Julius doesn't answer. He just watches in silence as the shriveled creature continues to slowly kill Bo. Okay. The waiting brings you to your limit, and then it brings you past it. You move quickly, diving across the small room, scooping up the shears on the floor as you zero in on Bo and the thing slowly eating its way through him. Hey! The shears come down on the thing, piercing its unnaturally soft chest. Bo's stolen blood pours out of its orifices in a thick sludge. Bo gasps, as if it's him you've stabbed, the thick veins under his skin expanding, writhing. No! You stupid! If you shoot my cousin, old man, I swear to God. You whirl around to see his gun trained on you, your heart freezing in a split second of utter terror. Franklin stumbles forward, trying to reach for his gun, but unable to stifle a cry of pain. Julius's attention is pulled away from you, towards the sorry side of the cop trying desperately to wield his pistol. Julius, we're not killing anybody! Give me the... A gun goes off. You dive to the floor, panicked, your ears ringing uncomfortably. No more shots follow. You open your eyes, readjusting to the gloom. Oh, shit. Oh, no, not you. Not you, kid. No way! No way! No! 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 Avery is gasping on the ground near Bo.
Their patterned shirt is stained with their own blood. God, what have I done? First the boy, now you. He raises the gun to his head. Nobody left to do better than this. Julius. But whatever Avery was about to try to say is silenced when Julius pulls the trigger. Once again, the world feels quiet in the aftermath of the gunshot. Julius's body slumps against the wall, limp and dead, a bullet hole smoldering at his temple. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck? The room's attention is drawn to the sound of a horrific, inhuman gurgling, punctuating the groans of human agony. It would seem that you did not quite manage to finish the job. Jesus Christ, that thing is still alive? Move it before it grabs him again. Salami. Bo, alive. Can live. The baby can have me. Why? I want it to live. Please, it doesn't need to die. I stabbed it. It's dying too. This won't save anything. Might as well try. Please hurry. Talk hard. How are you sure this won't kill Bo too? Just a vibe. I'm considering just finishing it off. Avery, I'm killing this thing. I mean, I guess Avery's gonna die either way, right? I don't like this. But if it's really what you want, you're not seriously going to. But you are. You cross the room, kneeling next to Avery and Bo and the wounded thing. Avery starts unbuttoning their shirt, the movement clearly painful, their face twisting with every undone button. But they push through, bearing their wound, their black eyes resting on the creature. It looks to be in as much pain as they are, its breaths ragged, Bo's blood trickling from its wide mouth. You'll have to help me coax it. It doesn't seem like it will be difficult. The thing has already noticed the smell of fresh blood, its tendrils shifting under Bo's skin, its bulbous head turning towards Avery to stare with sightless eyes at the inviting wound. All you have to do is give it a nudge. And like a dog waiting for a command from its master, it peels itself away from Bo, willfully releasing his drained body in favor of its new host. Avery cries out, heaving stuttering gasps of pain as the tendrils slide into the open wound, winding their way beneath their skin. Bo twitches too, seizing as he's released, the two of them becoming a chorus of shock as the weak body of the creature coils itself around Avery, clinging desperately, sealing its weeping gash against theirs. Jesus Christ, Salami. You can't actually be doing this. Avery's breaths become even, their eyelids sliding closed, their heart continuing to beat as they slip into unconsciousness. And the creature too seems to sigh in relief. The panic fades. And its protective vines slacken,
A sliver of light is visible beyond the doorway, where before it had sealed itself away. The faucet in the corner of the room, finally unclogged, bursts to life. Water pours out onto the dirt floor.
Somebody, help. Call Daddy.
Shit. We need a doctor. But Scarlet Hollow doesn't have a doctor anymore.
Doc's dead.
Your hands are wet. The water is spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. At least we need to get everyone out of here before it floods. Salami, let's get moving. The water is suddenly much higher. It rises up past your ankles.
Hold on. I need to take statements.
Do you not see the fucking water?
What are you talking about? There's no water.
But it is flooding. It's up to your chest now. There's no denying it. Of course you don't see it. You're always wearing those damn sunglasses. Her words are swallowed up as it finally overtakes you. You feel like you're choking. There's water in your lungs. Or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of a rushing current. It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. There are bodies in the water with you. They are all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces. But the flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream.
It's going to kill everyone.
You are not the one who had the vision. Not yet. It has only been described to you by the daughter you have been teaching, as your mother taught you.
You're the only one who can stop it, Mother, but you won't be strong enough.
Her words are heavy. No, I've seen a path forward. The only path that doesn't end in death. Take my power. I give it willingly. Then you can save them all. Save them all and lose you. You will lose me in any path but this. If we do nothing, we'll die with everyone else. If we flee, I will have the weight of 1,000 lives on my shoulders. I couldn't live. I would be lost either way. This is the way it must be. You deny your daughter. The flood comes, and despite your best efforts, the village is swallowed. 1,000 bodies and 1,000 homes. But that's not how it happened. This has already come to pass, and there is no changing it now, no matter how much you might wish it had all gone differently. You accept your daughter's decision. She's not the child she once was, and there is a confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. You take her back. Her power becomes yours. The flood does not come. The village is saved, and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on. You meet new people. You start a new life. You have another daughter. This time, the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Rotting bodies in the streets, the smell of sickness on the wind, church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals, an entire city whose gates will never reopen. Everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of plague. You are among their numbers. Your body no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You are not enough to stop it. not as you are. There is another path, a narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of the future.
Mother, what's wrong?
Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do. But she still carries in her some strength. Enough. You tell her what's coming. You explain what she has to give up, what you both have to give up. You love your daughter after all. You will miss her, as you miss your first daughter. She is angry. Even when you try to explain that she will be a part of you, that she won't die, she cries and cries, and she tries to run away from you. Fate is attempting to cut its loose thread. Your daughter leaves you. You resign yourself to the future. She is one of the first to die. The streets flood with disease, and the bodies are buried, then burned, then left in heaps on the streets, until no one is left to remember any of their names. But that's not how it happened. You do not let your daughter run away from you. No plague comes. The city never knows what it would have been and that it would have been a ruin. But there is an unhappiness in you. She didn't understand, and what you took of her is angry, confused, restless. You will have to carry that with you. It is part of the burden of what you are. Though no one knows the depth of what you have done, over the years you have not escaped notice. You find yourself in a capital, in a place whose name has changed too many times to count. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold fate in their hands are on you, their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. And the tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages, and it never stops raging. Bleeding that spans generations, children born to die, decades of pain that leave a raw wound on the world. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing, if only you have more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. You raise them differently these days. The disquiet left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. You have a change of heart. It has to end sometime. You let her go. Hundreds of thousands suffer. Countless lives are cut short. Your daughter is among them. Even in her privileged place by your side, the war reaches her, and the both of you burn along with everyone else. You saved her for nothing. But of course, that's not how it happened. This daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You are the only one who will remember her sacrifice, and her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here, you have discovered, if they're vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you, and for a time you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort. You and your daughter. You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can manage. Not until the vision comes. A war like none the world has witnessed. A fledgling nation devoured in the nest. A man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be. The world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He was already on his way. You realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming whether you strike now or not. The loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood, with you too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. You always have a daughter. Until you don't. It's time to rest. Aren't you tired? Of course you are. But the world needs you. You can't let it end like this. The part of you that is your first daughter can't let you. She joins her sisters, as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can cope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world. You and your daughter. The visions still find you. But here they are small, the decisions simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can. A storm halted, a conflict settled. Until one day, when you are shown a dark pit. Splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning as the very rock catches fire, children screaming as their flesh bubbles. Then silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. You take your daughter's hand, and you look her in the eyes. They're green like yours. You don't want to do it this time. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air. But you can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day, like anyone else. After all, you're long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him, a vision. He has already decided. He is bringing something here, something ravenous that doesn't belong, but that has been pressing at the edges of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its way now, whether you help him or not. More of the thread you followed comes into focus, and for the first time, you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can ever hope to follow. Its toll eternal and incalculable. But there is a new thread, too. If you are patient enough, if you are strong enough when the moment finally comes, if you do everything right, you can devour this thing that sits outside the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you'd care to fix. Floods, plagues, wars, kings. You look into her green eyes, so much like yours. But you did. You welcome her back, as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. The tone is so fucking good. It's so fucking good. He is arrogant. He cheats the thing from another world in every way he can. He wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you are very patient. You have to be, if you're to stop the hurt that would scar a world without you there to guide it. And now, you are here,
On the cusp of the end. The final daughter. Salami? Tabitha?
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Go away.
What are you two doing here? Are you real? Days and daughters come and go.
Yeah, we're real. Are you?
I don't know. Probably. I wasn't expecting anyone to see me off. I especially wasn't expecting the two of you.
So that means you've
made up my mind, yeah. Don't try to talk me out of it. It won't work.
You're a good person, Kanika. I hope you know that. I forgot you. I can't believe it. All day, it's like you just didn't exist. That's weird. I can't even remember that I forgot about her.
Yeah, it's a part of all this. Soon enough, you can go back to forgetting, and it'll be like all this never happened. You won't even know to be upset about it. What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? That thing that Enoch brought. Whatever it is. Breaking out and causing havoc. And all those disasters my mom would be able to stop if she takes its power for herself. She'd be able to fix the town and make it so people can actually leave again.
Salami, don't you want that? We could forget about everything that happened earlier today. Things could be okay between us. Do you really feel like your life has been meaningless? Working at a shitty little general store in a dying town? Yes. I would call that pretty meaningless. Most lives are meaningless, Salami. Hers doesn't have to be. Fuck. So last time I saved her, I feel like the fact that Tabitha, like, kind of wants me to makes me want to not do it again. I feel like it leads to a more interesting story between me and Tabitha if she doesn't do it. I'm gonna do another run on my own where I probably do that, but I feel like for this run, I think it's just more interesting if I say don't. And who knows if I can, maybe I can't even convince her, but I convinced her last time. You don't have to do this, Kanika. Yes, I do. You saw what's going to happen if I don't. What am I supposed to do? Go back to my normal life after hearing this? Knowing how many people are going to suffer through the generations because I was too selfish to save them? How could I ever live with myself? Salami, she's right. We have to let her do it. So don't try anything. I don't care if you think you're being a hero. This has to happen. What makes you so sure, Tabitha? You don't trust the witch, do you? It doesn't matter if I trust her or not. Do you trust me? The potential, yeah. Exactly, and that's the thing is, yeah, freedom from the curse. Because especially now, I think that Tabitha and I are friends. Whatever she's was probably gonna do, she doesn't actually want to do it anymore. She probably didn't super care at first, like, didn't want to, but wasn't, like, invested. But now it's like she just wants it to stop. She just wants it to stop. She's so fucking tired. Yeah, of not having to ritually sacrifice me. It's great. Tabitha, how much did you know exactly about our family's history with all this? Please, don't ask me that. You know I can't give you a good answer. It doesn't matter anyway. Not anymore. You've seen enough of it to know that this is the right choice. I'll be fixing your family's mistakes for good. Somebody has to. It also makes sense that why Kanika hates the Scarlets so much. because they started all of this. She could have just been her if not for the fuck-ass Scarlets. But I don't like that Kanika is trading her whole life for someone else's goals. It's not fair. Her life has value. Salami, I'm a college dropout, working a dead-end job in a dead-end town. I think I'm ready to stop lying to myself that I'm going to amount to anything on my own. This is the most important thing I could ever do. It's more important than what most people do in a whole lifetime. I like to think it's a subconscious thing. No more vague nonsense. Can someone just explain in plain English what exactly is going on here? Kanika is about to save people's lives. That's what's going on. She's going to save you. So don't mess with this. We shouldn't even be here. She's right. Fuck, maybe that means I am gonna let her do it. Shit. I am tabby maxing. I'm tabby maxing this run. I trust you, Tabitha. I don't like this, but if you say it has to happen. She breathes a sigh of relief. Thank you, Salami. I'm glad you get it. I really didn't want to have to argue with you two. I'm actually kind of excited. I don't really know what's going to happen next. I just know I'm where I'm supposed to be. No, I haven't. Because in my first run, I made her not do it. Thank you for doing this. On behalf of everyone who won't know to thank you themselves. Don't make me cry. I'm not doing this to be thanked, and I wasn't expecting it to ever happen since, you know, everyone is gonna forget me soon. But it felt nice to hear it. Thank you. Then I thank you too. And I'm sorry that we never really got along. I'm sorry that we never really got along. I always thought you were an admirable person. You always stuck to your guns, and I respect that. Even when you really should have sold that stupid store to me years ago. I wish I'd said it before now. I wish I'd been nicer to you while I had the chance. Holy shit, you're actually apologizing. It's true, you have always been a huge bitch to me, but that was our thing. I can't really see it as anything but small and petty at this point. It's not like I care about the store now. Its only real purpose was making sure I was here when I needed to be. So, no hard feelings, okay? Stella would flip if she knew about this. Her two besties actually burying the hatchet. But she won't remember me soon anyway. Everyone will forget. Maybe not everyone, though. Maybe not you two. I think I'd like that. For a second, you struggled to remember why you were here. There was something important happening, or someone important you had to find. There, it's done. It's over. Tabitha wipes away a tear. You're not sure why she's crying. Missing achievement data. Forget somebody forever achievement. What's done? Tabitha stares at you with wide eyes. wasn't planning on having to come up with a new voice. They turned you ginger. Actually, I guess I can still use Kanika's voice. Kanika's not coming back. You found me. That's what you came here to do, remember? Tabitha seems to be made uneasy by Carmilla's presence. But the red-haired woman is right. You were here looking for her. Is it? Yes. I was worried everyone had forgotten about me. I don't know how long I've been stuck here. I hope it's not too late. We need to get back to town. We have to help Stella and everyone else. But before that... She wraps her arms around you, pulling you into a hug. She smells like herbal smoke and pine needles, with the vaguest undercurrent of coconut. There's a comfort in the smell. It reminds you of something. Something that begs for you to hold on to it, like a half-forgotten dream. Okay, break it up, please. So she's who I'm gonna romance. I get it. You are very grateful to my cousin. Now, how do we leave? Sorry if I got a little carried away. I was just happy to know that someone like Salami cared enough to come and save me. Yeah, Tabitha remembering but me not is very, very, very interesting. Would you remembering, would that be like a keen mind thing? For you to remember that she's gone? I will happily smooch this woman who just got generated, if she'd let me. Of course you cared. After the two of you spent a whole day looking for Stella together, even though you've only known each other a scant few days. It was only right that you come looking for her when she needed your help. It's not keen mind? Interesting. I don't know what I would have done without you. And you too, Tabitha. Of course. Damn, why isn't there a flirt option? Fuck off. What did I come to save you from? This place. It took me out of the world, trying to isolate me, to erase me. Was there someone else here? Maybe you're thinking of those figures, the one that were dancing around through the illusions? All of this was meant to confuse us. Don't let him make you doubt reality. I feel strange. Oh no, I think it's trying to get its hooks back into you. She takes your hand in hers, her grip light and delicate. She takes Tabitha's too, though Tabitha squirms uncomfortably, like she finds the woman's pleasant warmth unbearable. But you two have already broken free from the hold it had on you. It can't keep us here anymore. At that reassurance, the world shifts nauseatingly around you. It feels like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly, the dream rushing away like water down a drain until finally you surface. Flirt, 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 flirt. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Tulip, Janie. That's, shit, boss, fuck, piss, shit, false, fuck, yeah, fuck. You got the option to smooch her right off the bat? God damn it, Tabitha. God damn it, Tabitha. Salami is just fucking holeless. It's the name. No one's gonna date a bitch named Salami. That shit ain't gonna fucking happen. Oh.